remember there was something you couldn't do.
Well, what do you think? Let's get started. Eh? I'm Don Soenen. For those of you that may not know me, I've been involved with this project now almost 5 years, 4.5 years, I guess. Seems like a week ago, but some days it seems like 100 years ago, but anyway. This evening, we want to give you an idea of what PARC is all about from a recreation perspective. Many of you have had to listen through all of the proposals for the project, the financing, the fundraising, arts activities, performing arts centers and the like. And we can't cover everything in an hour and do it justice. And one of the areas that we started getting some feedback on was that we weren't doing enough to explain what is going on here in recreation. And that is a huge part of this project. And I think too many times, you know, you kind of go after the shiny thing and, you know, the big new stuff. But what's really the blocking and tackling here is what goes on here each and every day on the recreation side. So we want to share that with you. I'm president of PARC. I've lived in Plymouth Township with my family for 49 years. And I've been somewhat involved in the community. So I like to think I'm reasonably well connected, and I felt that this was a good opportunity. Also on the program tonight is going to be Ted Barker, and Ted is, let me see if we, oh, I ought to turn this on, it works better with the switch on. Ted is the owner and president of Shaw Construction, big construction firm locally, very much involved, very capable, and just an outstanding guy and a great firm. He's on our board of directors, which also really helps with all of his broad range of experience in that arena. He's also the head of operations, football operations for the Plymouth Canton Steelers. Very strong advocate for sports and sports activities. As I mentioned, he's on our board, he's on several other boards as well. We also have on the program tonight Buddy Shue. Buddy is the creator of the Buddy Up program. And he has touched about 1,500 people that have been through his program. And I think after you hear him tonight, you will see why he has been very successful in doing this. The program started in Westland, and it really moved into PARC a couple of years ago. Buddy was a finalist on the TV reality show Biggest Losers. So he comes at this whole fitness and thing from a whole different perspective. He's going to share that with us tonight. He's also the pastor of his church, and he's a heck of a preacher, man, I'll tell you. I would like to introduce a few folks that are part of our organization. Mark Malcolm is back there. I saw Mark walk in. Mark can stand up. We would not be here today without Mark. And Steve Ward is our financial guy. Mike Devine, next to him, Mike Devine works for Joe Phillips, architectural firm. So we got the finance guy. Mark was the CEO of Tower International, $2 billion multinational firm. He recently retired. Steve Ward was the finance guy with it. Mike Devine's on the architectural side. Ted's the construction guy. So we've got a pretty good balance of people, and I've had a fair bit of business experience myself. So our board and the folks directly involved here have got a lot of experience in doing big projects and managing very complex situations. Gail Grieger is our executive director. Gail's been with us now about almost 2 years. She runs day-to-day operations. Marsha Kreza is in charge of our marketing operations. Samantha Maples on the Ed Smith is in the office staff. And Carrie Ann, you hear? Carrie Ann plays in the back, doesn't open the doors, and it doesn't close up at night without Carrie Ann. She looks after all the day-to-day stuff. What's that? Oh, and Carrie, I didn't see you sitting in the shadows there. We have to park you under a light. Carrie Smith is the head of swim operations, and very active in that. She did it for 10 years for the school district. We just pilfered her when we took over the operation here. She's done a terrific job. Is it Megan? Is that Megan down there? Megan is really the day-to-day hands-on operations in the swim program. Between the two of them, we never hear from them. It's incredible. We got 900 people in the swim program. I haven't heard a problem with the swim program in months. Never hear about it. They just do a terrific job. If you want a bunch of information, go to our website. It's got everything on there you could ever imagine. Every presentation we've ever done, all the renderings, business cases, market studies, all the things you'd ever want to know about this project. Go to our website. We're bringing out some posters. You probably saw the Support Park posters back a year or so ago. Now we got Park Matters posters. Help yourself to them on the way out. All right. Park's mission, and this hadn't changed from day one, to enrich lives through quality arts, education, and recreation programs for all ages, from toddlers through seniors. On this facility, just to give you a quick rundown on where we stand, we have 28, 29 full-time tenants here. They have their offices here. They've moved their offices in here. They open up every morning and they operate throughout the day. 28 of them, arts organizations, and a couple of recreation ones as well. We have over 100 outside user groups over the course of a year. Everything from mom wants to have a birthday party for their 10-year-old boy and they want to, whatever, bring a bunch of their friends in. To last Saturday, we had 1,500 people in here packing meals for the Kids Coalition Against Hunger. And a whole range in between. We got football teams, basketball teams, volleyball teams, and a whole lot. Well over 100 outside users that come here, take it from a day to a week to a month, whatever the case may be. The building at this point is 90% utilized. We've only got a small amount of space on the second floor and on the third floor, and it's going fast and won't be long. We'll be absolutely fully occupied. And we've only been open for 2.5 years, and we're pretty pleased. We've got 160,000 square feet here to occupy, and we're 90%. That includes the pool and the gym and things like that too that get used every day. But almost this entire facility is being utilized. We have 3,000 regular participants. These are swimmers, basketball players, kids in theater programs, music programs, and the like. And then they have the siblings and parents and all the rest that come here and attend events, many of them in this room. We have 90%, there was a survey done by a professional firm last fall, and some of you may be familiar with it, and they asked people, are you aware of PARC? 90% of the people in the city and the township, average, the city was a little bit higher than the township, but about 90% of people said they were aware of it, and that was after only 2 years of us being here. You know, getting 90% of the people being aware of anything, I think we're pretty proud of that. And 85% believe that PARC adds value. And getting 85% of people agree on anything is almost impossible. So, you know, we're feeling pretty good about all that. I'm not going to get into what we're going to do in the project, but one of the most visible things that you will see as the project goes forward, if it gets funded, they just destroyed the aesthetics of that building back in the 70s when they did this to virtually all the schools in the country to save energy, I guess. We want to take it back the way it was. So that, you know, would really improve, I think, the appearance on Main Street downtown and make this building much more attractive. I hear, you know, people say, oh, that thing is ugly, just tear it down. Well, by the time we get done with the renovation, we'll be proud to have it. Now, I said we were going to talk about recreation things. I want to talk about senior programs, primarily. We offer a lot for senior programs, and right now, the seniors in this community are dreadfully underserved. Compared to any other community anywhere around, we are not doing much for our seniors. And the community is starting to recognize that, including the city and the township. But we have facilities here. We have meeting rooms. We have activity rooms. We got office space for various senior groups. Gymnasium, pool, tennis and pickleball courts. We have indoor and outdoor walking and running space, outdoor gathering space, and we're handicap accessible. We got 3 handicap entrances to the building, and we have an elevator if there's any need to get to the 2nd and 3rd floor. Some of the programs here, we have social walking programs, fitness classes, pickleball, line dancing, all kinds of social gatherings. I see the Plymouth Garden Club is here this week. They had their meetings here. Pottery and art classes, free music and theater performances, culinary arts classes, and we've had a really nice relationship developing with the DIA. And we, you know, from this facility, you walk across the street, you're at the Historical Museum and at the library across the street, and of course all the restaurants downtown. So from this facility, you also have access to whatever programming might be going on in those other facilities. In the fitness side, Z-Spot Fitness handles the fitness programs here. They offer a variety of classes for seniors, including Zumba Gold, yoga, strength training classes, and a whole bunch more. And they're going to talk about that a little later. Buddy's going to talk about that on the fitness side. But these are targeted for seniors. They are set up so that seniors can participate in it. It's not everything you see on television on fitness programs, all right? And then pickleball. This has taken off like wildfire. And some of you probably know about this from Florida. They're converting all kinds of tennis courts to pickleball courts. We started out with a court or two and a couple hours a day. We're now up to 3 courts, 18 hours a day, and they're standing in line waiting to play. It is just crazy. I mean, this has really taken off. Our aquatics program, we have all kinds of water fitness classes. Carrie and Megan run those programs. And in addition to the classes, and they're suitable again for seniors, targeted for seniors. And we have open swimming. If you're a good, strong swimmer, you can swim laps. I don't know, it's $5, $5, $6, something like that. You go out there and swim till you can't anymore. Swimming instructions, swim lessons, no matter how old you are, you're not too old to learn how to swim. We have a lot of concert programs. We have them in here, we have them elsewhere. Here's one that just recently started up, the the Main Street Opera Theater, who has their offices here. The Michigan Philharmonic have their offices here. They've gotten together and they're doing first Friday of the month, free noon lunch concert series. And you can come in, it's free. You can buy coffee or refreshments and also some food for lunch. And of course, there are all the theater activities. We've had about 300 now performances in the small theater, this theater, in the 2.5 years that we've been open. This is a busy, busy place. You come in here, generally you're looking at $10 tickets. Some are a little more, some are less, but it's a great place to come in and get some entertainment. Got all kinds of fitness programs. You've got a 1/3 of a mile walking route through the school in the winter. And this is very popular, particularly with seniors in the wintertime. Instead of walking in the mall or walking on the sidewalks, you come in here, it's warm, you got all the amenities here, and so that's become a very popular. And if you prefer outside, we got a 1/4 mile running track around the football stadium. And you see a lot of people out there walking, jogging, running on that track. You see there's nice space, open space behind this building. We got 16.5 acres. You can come out here and walk and hang out and really enjoy, except for the train whistles. But other than that, you don't have to deal with a lot of the things you might have to deal with, on the public, on sidewalks or crossing streets. It's a safe environment. As I mentioned, we have a lot of activity with the DIA. Last summer we had the Inside Out program, came to Plymouth. You saw some of the exhibits all around town. The DIA has come to love us, and they really like the Plymouth community. They find it very attractive. You're going to see a whole lot more activity coming with the DIA starting here in the fall and winter programs, including they're talking about running buses down to the DIA from here and things like that, as well as seminars, shows, movies, puppet shows, kinds of stuff to come in here. The AM Rotary Senior Christmas Party was in this very room. Some of you may have been here, but it serves that purpose very well. Now we have pottery classes, Central Park Art Studio. It's just an example. We've got our, visual arts on a number of them, but they have a fully equipped pottery studio. You come in there, you make your own pottery, paint it, and glaze it. Leslie does a terrific job on that. She's got a program called Soup Swap. You come in, you make your bowl, you paint the bowl, you get it all ready, and then you swap soup with others. All the benefits going to the Salvation Army. And then you got to have soup to put in the bowl, right? So, well, the Simple Kitchen is right across the hall. And Kristen Podolinsky runs that, just done a terrific job doing culinary arts programs out there. She's about 30 hours a week of culinary arts instructions in classes that a lot of seniors, everything from my 7-year-old grandson all the way up to his grandparents are taking classes in there. Talk a little bit about facilities that we have here. We've got conference rooms, meeting rooms, all kinds of things that can really serve the whole community, but particularly seniors all day and the evening. Here's one of our conference rooms. Here's another meeting room, which is right across the hall over here for a variety of different events. Our small theater in the back, or again, there's a birthday party or anniversary party or something. And then model room right behind me across the hall. We can do exhibits, any number of things. We remodeled that room originally to show what we would do in a renovation here, and it's taken on a whole variety of purposes in the meantime. Well, this is again use of this room. We can do cabaret seating, we can cater events in here. If it's a smaller event and lighter fare, the kitchen we have here handles that, or you can bring in caterers and the like. This was a memorial service, by the way, in this room, but I was told I shouldn't talk about that. But some of the other potential things that we could do here, health and wellness program. We could bring in a top-notch health and wellness program, one of the hospitals or the like. Maybe we want to consider that. We're going to have multiple indoor social spaces. What we need is some more input in what seniors would really like here for facilities, because we've got the space and we need to take a look at how we might best use that space. Outdoor gathering spaces, outdoor fitness activities. You know, maybe as part of the renovation here coming up, we put in a coffee shop and maybe a sandwich shop, coffee shop and the like, so we can offer some of that. We've got plenty of permanent office space. It's a great downtown location. You walk to everywhere. And it's all under one roof, and it's all on the first floor. And I think for seniors, this is important. We don't have stairs. You don't have to deal with that. Everything's on the first floor. You can come in the front door. You come in the back door. The ramp's coming in. It's not a challenge. What can we do with the front of the building? The Veterans Memorial out front is just a beautiful place. And there's a lot of space out there. Are the things that we should consider doing that seniors might like to do, utilizing some of that space? In the back, I would point out back here is a really nice space that's totally underutilized. We could put a garden in there, we could have seating areas, we could have maybe a small stage for whatever, but we need to take a look at it. Ramps are already in for handicap access and the like, but we need to take a look at what we could do with that. And out back, we just got acres and acres of space back there that, properly utilized, could really serve the community. So these are some of the things that we could do in the future. Now I'm going to turn it over to Ted. Ted's going to talk about some of the sports activities, and we'll see where he takes us with that. All right, Ted. We're going to wrap it up here, but as far as PARC is concerned, you've heard a lot of this already, but it really does the opportunity here to enhance the quality of life of this community. It provides real economic benefits to our community as well. The downtown area, all the people we bring into this area, it really is a complement to everything we already have. It will increase property values. I got a whole stack of studies. It increases property values when you have these kinds of amenities in a community. It makes the community more attractive. People want to be here, drives up the value of property. And it really enhances Plymouth's status in the western suburbs. With our freeway access, our demographic and the like, we have an opportunity here to really enhance the entire community. It assists business in recruiting. If you've got these kind of amenities present, it makes it easier to recruit from Silicon Valley to bring them to Plymouth in January. Provides education opportunities, venues for local and regional performances. It can provide health and wellness opportunities for seniors as well. And it really meets a significant local recreation need. And of course, we have substantial parking. We'll have a lot more with the development going forward. Last slide here. The city and the township just recently, they're just finalizing it, but they had to submit a 5-year parks and recreation plan to the state of Michigan. They got to renew that plan every 5 years. And it's fairly comprehensive. But some of the key points in that plan, the first one was that they need to study the feasibility of a multi-use community center. Now understand, this is from input in 2 surveys, phone surveys, various seminars. A lot of community input went into this, and this is what the community said they want. You look at that first one, that's a quote. These facilities may include indoor recreation, indoor-outdoor pool, indoor walking and running, gymnasium, a senior facility, congregate meal space, fitness area, synthetic turf, tennis and pickleball courts. Man, I'll tell you, we check a lot of boxes there. You got to think about, this is what the community said they want. These are the things we talked about tonight that we have. Imagine the impact if that all goes away. We take a huge step backwards from what it is that this community says they would like to see. The second bullet, a key element in this, was that we need to coordinate and expand a senior facility and programming opportunities for seniors. Finally, they are recognizing that our seniors are grossly underserved. And in fact, in the study, they're talking about spending $5 million on senior facilities and the like. And I think most of the people in this room would agree that we need to do some work there, but I think we need to be smart about it, because I think a lot of what the seniors need could be incorporated into this facility moving forward with the renovation and the plans that we have here. And finally, a key element of their plan is they want to develop public-private partnerships that would benefit the community. This is a public-private partnership. There's millions of dollars of private money in this project. We are going to need a millage in November to close the gap, but this is made to order, public-private partnership to serve this community. The park matters. If you listen through everything that we just presented in the last hour, if it all goes away, not a good thing. And we not only will not have taken advantage in going forward, well, we will have taken a giant step backwards if we don't properly fund this project, have it reach its full potential to serve this community. So I think it's very important. Park does matter a lot to this community, whether people realize it at this point or not, but it does. And I think hopefully they recognize that, and we can continue to see the support that we expect all the way up through millage in November. All right, we're going to open it up for questions.